When I was in my second semester of college, I could just not wait for the semester to end and for summer to come. That is all long gone though, thanks to this wonderful thing called the coronavirus, or as I should say, summer destroyer. This thing has completely just brought all my energy down and just ruined the whole year. Like the whole year has gone to waste. But at the end of my speech, I want my audience to be able to identify the importance of one, staying inside, two, practicing social distancing, and three, making sure you follow protocol. All right. So the CDC posted a newsletter on their website about why it is important to socially distance yourself. And if you don't know, it is very important to social distance yourself. A lot of people have been having a lot of controversy on whether it's, I guess, true or unreal that it actually works, but it actually does. This virus can spread through the air, can spread through surfaces, and you know, please just follow protocol, social distance yourself. And so, what can be done to help this virus? And what if a lot of people don't follow protocol? Does that mean that you shouldn't follow protocol? No, it does not. This virus is something that all of us have to work together to get not rid of, but lower the cases. Everyone plays a part in this virus. So first, let's dive into what happens. Let's dive into what happens if we do not socially distance ourselves. So, California is planning on moving into phase two of reopening everything. Well, not everything, but I heard that it says retail stores and things are basically non essential to us right now. A lot of places that have been open are just stores where you can get food and all this stuff. But they're starting to open things that are non essential to us. But, when stores open up, that means that there are more people prone to viruses. The stores are going to be contaminated with bacteria. And there are always some certain things in stores that cannot be cleaned. And this isn't helping quarantine or social distancing because people want to go out more, and being around people just makes you a lot more vulnerable to the virus. And then the more people that there are outside and interacting with each other and touching all these things that may be infected will cause a spike in cases. And that's what we don't want. We're socially distancing ourselves and have been told to social distance for the longest time ever so that the virus won't spread on. But this is totally disregarding everything that we've been told because who knows who may have the virus, or that it could spread throughout many people. Just like that, the virus can just spread like a wildfire. So now that we have seen what could happen if you don't socially distance yourself, let's look at the benefits of what can happen if you do social distance yourself. So Utah has one of the least cases for coronavirus. Its quarantine benefits have they have 5,000 confirmed cases and 50 deaths. Up until this Tuesday, I think it was May 2nd, that they said that they had 5,000 confirmed cases and 50 deaths overall. And Utah is actually now planning to reopen a lot more than just retail stores. They're planning to open up restaurants, businesses, and all this stuff this Friday. But it's still going through. It's still being processed. But with the help of social distancing and following protocol, that means that the lower cases there are, the more of a chance that things will reopen a lot sooner. Such as Utah. Utah is doing very good. It's actually one of the states that has the least cases of coronavirus. I think it's second, but they're doing great by far. And if we follow all the rules like Utah, we'll have less cases. Things will open a lot sooner, and you can get back to working. If you're in an unstable position, that's always good because that's a big problem for some people right now. Now let's talk about what happens if we do not follow rules at all. let's move on to like the harsh things, like the dark side of, this whole virus. So in Hubei, China, 67,000 confirmed cases alone and 3,000 confirmed deaths. And overall, in China, there are 80,000 cases of coronavirus. And this is in Hubei, China. So, more than 50% of coronavirus cases itself come from Hubei, China. And that's just insane. This virus is totally breaking out of control. And, a lot of people aren't following protocol. They're blowing things out of proportions. Hospitals are being overpopulated, leaving people helpless and left to die in the streets. And not only that, it's also dangerous because a lot of criminals are out there in the streets because it's a very vulnerable time for the country with all this nonsense going around. And yeah, just like that, everything could just turn over very quickly. Things could turn out like how they did in Hubei, where the hospitals are overpopulated. People are just very scared to find out what happens next, and when things are going to reopen. And with 80,000 cases in China and 67,000 cases alone coming from Hubei, China, that's just insane. And that's just not from following protocols. If we don't socially distance ourselves in the U.S., we may find ourselves in a position like that. We're just from one area. It's just really overpopulated with coronavirus cases, and worst case scenario is that we get a spike in death tolls, and we just have to all work together to not find ourselves in that position. So today, we've gone over the importance of quarantining yourself, socially distancing yourself, and following protocol. Going out may seem tempting, but you're just putting yourself in a dangerous position. And you might be spreading the virus if you have it, if you don't know that you have it. And it is very important to stay at home so everything can go back to normal. But everyone has to play their part, as I said. Even if you see people going out, that doesn't mean you should go out or that allows you to go. You should always follow rules. Now, please follow these instructions given, because I know if this extends to the summer, there is literally going to be hell on earth.